New at midday, this surveillance video shows a wildfire devouring the landscape around a winery in Calistoga last week. The owner and her family were able to evacuate and watched as the camera transmitted footage back live of the glass fire as it destroyed several structures on their property, including their home. The winery building was damaged, but it is salvageable, and all of their 23 acres of vineyards were burned up. Luckily, they were able to pick their harvest, and their previous vintages are stored off-site. But the glass fire is definitely a huge setback on what's already been a tough year. Storm Team 4's Liz McGiffn has a look at the history of damaging wildfires in California. Liz?
Well, I want to start with what's going on outside now. All across the country, you'll notice the areas of gray, which represent smoke, and then especially across the state of California, all of those red dots, which indicate active fires. Now, it has been an extremely active season all the way across the West Coast, so stretching from Washington into Oregon and California, but California in particular, it continues to be very hard hit and has been losing thousands of acres due to the flames. So here's a look at just California. Again, all those red dots stretching from the Bay Area down toward Los Angeles. That's where they still have some, in many cases, large and active wildfires. And this year has also been setting records. So here's a look at some of the fire complexes that have burned the most acreage. And all those stars that you're noticing, for 5 out of the top 6 largest fires, those have just been happening this year, and the August complex remains one of the largest with over 1 million acres of land that has burned as a result of that. And 2020, it has secured its spot as a fire that had a year with the fire season that has burned the most acres. Look at this. In 2018, so just a couple years ago, that's where nearly 2 million acres were consumed by fires already this year. And again, the fire season's not over. We have consumed at least 4 million acres with fires. And while the winter months due for the West Coast mean wetter weather on the way, it still doesn't secure that they will get that much needed rainfall in order to take out the fires. In fact, the month of November usually only brings about ½ an inch of rainfall for parts of Southern California. So that's definitely something, Audrey, that we're going to continue to keep an eye on for these next couple of months.